Hello and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online. My name's Lumin and right now we're jumping into the character creator. And I can't wait. I honestly can't wait because I've messed around a little bit with it and I gotta say, from what I've seen, it seems really decent. It seems like you can do a whole lot with your characters, you can customize them a whole lot, and there are some pretty unique combinations that you can manifest here. So I think this is gonna be a good one. I've got some tea with me. I got some water right next to my tea because I know we're going to be here a while. And it looks like I can't show you the Imperial race right now. But that's not such a big deal. Maybe I'll show it to you at launch. Who knows? So, I think we're going to start with male. Because why the heck not? Then we're going to start at the Daggerfall Covenant on the Bretons. Novice gear. Maybe we should look at all the different gear first, because that is actually kind of interesting. I did realize that the classes' gears are obviously different, and the Dragon Knight and the Templar share gear. The only difference between the two sets is the color. So if I go here to Veteran gear, it looks pretty cool, and I change it over to Templar, it's going to be the same, just a different color. I gotta say the Templar one actually looks a tiny bit better to me. Personally, I prefer the color that they've got going on it. But let's do this. So I think we can just leave it on the character we've got right now. You can obviously go on no gear too, but I don't know why you want to do that, especially not with the males. But here we go. Sorcerer. That's the veteran gear. That's the novice gear. And I think it might even be different for each of the races. Templar, as I said, same as the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight's just a different color. I think most would probably prefer this. It's very shiny. This is one thing they did right, is the reflections. Does one even call that reflections? Isn't it something like bump mapping? I don't know. Bump mapping is such an old school term. I don't think people use that anymore. Why did I even use it now? Oh, I'm just showing my age. So, are we gonna just make a Breton? Or do we first want to look? Let's just look at the armors. Okay, let's just look at them all. Let's go to Orc. I don't know if the racial armors are gonna be different. They most definitely are. Huh. Okay. So we're looking at Orc. I'm hoping male and female is not different. It's not good. That would have been overkill. So let's look at the classes. We go to Novice gear. Starting on Dragon Knight. Go over to Sorcerer. Got some furs on the Sorcerer there. I like it. Got some furs on the Nightblade there. I don't quite like it. Templar. Oh, wait. That's chain. Okay, but the chain's there too. Fine. It's just the Orc that's looking different. Now, Veteran. Sorcerer. Ooh. Not bad. I like that there's such a big difference between just, you know, the Orc armor and the Breton armor. That's terrifying. And Templar. Again, exactly the same as Dragon Knight, different color. I know you all want to see the Orc with no gear on. You're welcome. Looks kind of like a human with no gear. One would think they'd be a little buffer. Redguard. Huh. That's the coolest one by far, thus far. Sorcerer. Hey! Look at that! Not afraid to show a little chest. The Nightblade. Huh. Looking like Sinbad up in here. And the Templar. Nice. Veteran gear. Ooh. Now that's straight up fearsome looking. Sorcerer. Oh, look at all the gold! Isn't that a bit much? Wow. He's some sort of far too wealthy sheik. Huh. Not bad. It suits the Redguard. Huh. Wow. I gotta say, they made it work. Next. High Elf. Moving on to the Aldmeri Dominion from the Daggerfall Covenant now. In case you didn't realize, these ones here, Daggerfall Covenant, these ones here, Aldemir Dominion, and these ones here, Ebonheart Pact. Let's check it out. You know what, for this, let's go female. Just because. Dragonite Novice. Sorcerer. It looks okay, I guess. Not bad, I like the daggers. And Templar. Now Veteran. Aha! That's pretty. It kind of gives me a glass armor vibe. Skyrim glass armor vibe. Once again, very bling bling. Lots of gold. It's okay. I like it. Ooh. Again, quite terrifying. And no gear. Back we go. Wood Elves. Novice. Hey! That's not bad. What class are we on? Huh. Okay. That doesn't even look like plate mail. I like it. But wait. But wait. You see, it doesn't look the same. Not exactly. So if we had to go back quickly to, let's say, the Redguard and check the female one out, it does look a little bit different. I mean, not a whole lot different. You get the feel for it. The others look exactly the same. So I'm still not going to go through male and female of both. But there could be minor differences. There could be. Keep that in mind. Redguard have thus far had the best. Whoa. Okay. That's looking very tribal. Huh. I can imagine that the Dragonite's gonna look really good. I like the horns. And so it does. I think that's on the verge of being too shiny. If there is even such a thing. But I like it. I really do like it. Back to Novice. Or no gear. Khajiit. Kinda interested in the Khajiit. Let's do male again. Just because we want to mix it up. How majestic. They just look like a really proud race. These Khajiit. I like the half moon over there. Huh. Veteran. Whoa. Okay. Look at that mane. Huh. And this doesn't really look like leather. This again looks like scales, but I can see it's leather. It just has a harder look to it. That's nice. Look at all the different symbols. Oh, look at the shoulder pads. And the elbow pads too. Quite nice. And the patterns down here. This does it for me. If I was going to make a sorcerer, I'd make a Khajiit. Wow. I wonder if at some point in the game, and the half moon shield is nice, you could sort of transmogrify your armor, your gear, and like dye it a different color. That'd be amazing. That'd be a lot of fun. Look at this dude. Ah. Nice. Nice horns, buddy. Okay, classes. Sorcerer. And that tail. Oh my goodness, it looks like it could do some damage. Huh. It's kind of scantily clad. I just gotta just put that out there. Okay, veteran. Wow. That's amazing. I mean, I'm hoping this is not all the armor in the game. I'm hoping there's a lot in between. But if this is the kind of stuff you can expect at max level, then I'm in. Because I like it. Wow. Whoever did the modeling of their armor, that person deserves a raise because they captured the essence of each race perfectly in this armor. Sure, it's a bit of a pity that the Dragonite and the Templar have the same armor on, but I guess they're both wearing plate. So it kind of makes sense. Still though, mighty impressive. Dark Elves are going to have such cool armor. I can just tell you right now. That's standard. Pretty standard. Again, pretty standard. I'm waiting for the extravagant stuff. Huh. Okay. Veteran. Here we go. Oh, what? Okay, that's not extravagant. I don't really like it. Maybe it's just the body shape that doesn't work. His shoulders seem like they're not broad enough. I suppose that's better. Oh, man. Okay, look at that helmet. This guy looks like he belongs in the pit. He looks like some sort of gladiator. Wow. That's also kind of frightening. Especially the red tint that it's got. Phew. I like the pattern. But that's it. Oh, no, wait, that's not it. There's still Nord. Oh, look at that. Gonna have to wait to have a better look at that. Man, your face has seen better days. Sorcerer. Obviously, he's wearing the furs. Not even surprised. Obviously, he's wearing the furs as well. Templar. Templar wears the furs too. They're all just wearing the furs. Veteran. You can even see the furs here. But again, that's what the race is all about. They come from the frozen north. So they're gonna wear the furs. But I must say, of all of them, these are probably the least fearsome. I suppose if you make your character super big and buff, it could look kind of terrifying, kind of intimidating, I suppose. But that's it for the armors. I again wish I could show you how the Imperials look, but that's gonna have to wait. Now we're gonna go straight back to the Daggerfall Covenant, straight back to the Breton, and we're gonna put it on no gear. Breton, no gear. Then we're gonna look at the customization. So you can enter your name here, and it's worth noting that you can make double barrel names. So I can call this guy Lumin, if I like. Sort of like Guild Wars in that sense. You've got a little bit of leeway with what you can do with your name, but as far as I can tell, most names are taken, just because I guess there are so many people playing. Anyway, let's move on. You can choose your class. I don't think it matters right now for the actual body types and stuff. Then, I kind of like that they included this, so you can go muscular. Sure. Not bad, man. Definitely been hitting the gym. Look at that chest. Whew. And those legs. The calves. Ha. Mighty indeed. Muscular. Now let's go for large. Drag it all the way down here. You know, even large looks kind of muscular. I think if you put it between the two here, it would probably be best for like heavy plate mail and stuff. But that isn't so large. Let's check thin out. Okay, that's pretty skinny. That waist, those hips. No. No, that would not work for me. Still though, I like the fact that you've been given all these options. Let's go for muscular for now. And one thing that's kind of cool as well is that you can lock certain options. So if you decide, you know, you like the body exactly there, and you want the height all the way at the top, then you can lock these two, and you can randomize, and it won't change those, but it will random the rest. So that's amazing. That's a really good way of doing it. Skin colors can go all the way from there to there. Stay with light. Body marking. Oh, I see. That was the burn mark on his shoulder. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see what we got here. Huh. Did I not see what that was? Oh, it's freckles. Okay. And that? Huh? What? Whoa. Okay. So tattoos are a thing. I don't think you can change the colors of the tattoos, which is a little bit sad. When I make a character, I'm definitely going to put some, like, scratches and cuts on it. Make it look a little bit battle-worn. Wow. You can probably make the Hound from Game of Thrones. Maybe we should try make him at some point. And that? That's like a wild animal attacked your character. Got its jaw sunk into its shoulder. Is that what I think it is? Is that where a vampire would have bit you? That's where a vampire sank its teeth into your neck. So if you want to make a vampire character, feel free. Apparently that is an option. That's just like a couple of nicks and bruises. Interesting. Oh, that's a bit much. I wouldn't want that. A proud lion. Whoa, okay. That's interesting. I wonder if each race has their own types of tattoos. It would kind of make sense that, say for instance, the Khajiit would have something different. Because I don't see Khajiit tattooing themselves all over their bodies. That is kind of like what The Rock has, isn't it? He's got a sleeve like that. Not like this. This is more Michael Scofield from Prison Break. How do I even remember that name? That was yonks ago. This is some do-it-yourself tattoo work. I like it. I like it. That as well. Although this is not do-it-yourself. This is paint a friend. This is where the elder of the tribe came and made a ring around your neck and made a couple of little finger marks there. And he was like, okay, go. You are protected now. Head into battle. And that's pretty cool. Okay. And you got sort of like a Skyrim symbol forming on the back there. That's not manly enough. Huh. I call it the Bramblethorn. That's what I call it. So we're going to go with the Hound look. Because I think while we're working our way through here, we are going to just try and set up the Hound. I mean, I don't know if it's possible. I don't. But we can look. Torso size. The biggest torso. The Hound's a big fellow. Gotta make him... somewhere like this. I mean, the Hound is not skinny. But he's also not fat. I wouldn't call him barrel-chested either, so let's just take it most of the way. The gut needs to be a bit bigger. Sort of like that. I can't remember. All I remember is he's really tall. That's literally all I remember. So this is going to be the worst Hound ever. Arm size. I'm just going to look for the most part at both extremes. And then pick one. Hands. Big hands. He probably has really big hands. The hip size is, at the moment at least, way too low. Posterior dimensions. Okay, he could do with a little weight back there. Here we go. Oh, that's very handsome. I like it. Leg size. This guy never skips leg day. He's got some weight there. The posterior dimensions could be a little bigger, I'd say. And foot size. The biggest feet. Okay, so that's the body. A lot of options there. Let's move on to the face. He's not looking like the Hound just yet. So you get to choose between heroic. That's heroic. So I guess heroic will have like a strong set jaw, steely eyes, and so on and so forth. Proud cheekbones, stuff like that. Angular will probably be a little bit more skinny. Indeed. A little bit more skinny, slightly more gaunt. And then soft. I don't know, it's like a rounder face basically. So we're going to go with heroic. Let's go with heroic for the time being. Voices. Well, he doesn't seem to have much to say. I mean, as great as it is listening to voice 8 die over and over again, it's not doing much to help me pick one. Oh, this guy's just happy. And crazy. A little bit crazy too. What? Okay, voice B has lost it. I'm moving on to C. What? Oh, this is more sort of like a swashbuckler rogue type voice. Voice D. This is great. This is great. I don't understand how someone's gonna pick a voice though. I just don't understand. Okay, enough of the creepy laugh, man. Wow. I would not be able to choose. You know, thus far, I'd say the best one has probably been the swashbuckler type one, but that's only the best for the kind of character I'd make, not for the hound. What? All of them do sound a little cray. I need a deeper voice. There we go. That's more like it. Are we getting there? Is H going to be the deepest one? Come on, dude. What's with her laughing? Let's just go with voice A. And then, let's pick a hairstyle. A proper one. Let's start at the beginning. You know, as good as that looks on my character, I'm not going to go with it. No. Wait. Colors first. Let's see what we can do. Wow. Okay. Huh. Some of them are interesting. But I think I would probably end up going for a safer color. So like black, brown. If we're going to make the hound, we're going to have to go with a darkish brown. Maybe something like that. Then let's just keep going through these. Is that a ponytail? I thought it was a ponytail. Wow. Fabio the Hound. Wait. Fabio the Hound. We're not going to go with that. As great a fantasy as that is, I think we'll skip. We'll pass on it. Now we're looking like Viggo Mortensen up in here. Do you guys see it? I think we could create a Viggo Mortensen quite easily. For those that don't know, Viggo Mortensen's Aragorn, Lord of the Rings. That's pretty cool. That's a good, solid mohawk. And that's a good, solid mini-hawk. I like both. Whoa. Okay. We got a Thor style up in here too. I like it. Not half bad. Could probably make a Hemsworth. Oh. Right. Friar Hound. No thanks. No. Definitely not. Don't want the Clark Kent style. Didn't I already see one of these? That could be that other dude from Game of Thrones that protects Tyrion Lannister. I forget his name. And if you guys are seeing any screen tearing, I apologize. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. This client doesn't like VSync, doesn't accept VSync, and apparently there's no exclusive full screen mode, so you can't force it. That looks okay. Huh. See, these are decent hairstyles. If I was going to make a male character, I'd probably end up picking one of these. These are good. You gotta excuse the face. I know it's not the prettiest face to look at while we're busy picking a hairstyle. So now I don't even know which of these we'd pick for the Hound, because none of them really work. I think the closest was probably Fabio the Hound. Let's just lose the Hound idea and go with like... I don't even know. I thought that the Mohawk looked kind of good on my character. On the one that I've got here at the moment. There you go. See, it kind of suits him. So let's go with that. Age. Let's make him a youngin. Let's make him an olden. He actually looks better old. Adornment. Oh, is that what they call facial hair nowadays? Facial adornments. Okay. My character also actually just looks straight up dirty right now. Whew. I wouldn't mess with a beard like that. Not bad. Not half bad. Got some Wolverine chops there. Okay. An eye patch. I think we're gonna keep the eye patch. Oh well, you know, that's pretty cool too. Gentleman Hound. Nah. I still like the eye patch. What? What is that? Eye patch. It was here. It was here. There it is. Head marking. Oh, I see. I was wondering where that cut came from. That looks like he's a mechanic. He just finished working under the car, and then he accidentally wiped the oil on his face. No thanks. These are just assorted cuts and bruises that you can choose from. And apparently makeup. Look at that. Fabulous. Lip paint. Other face paint. There. It can be like an epic black eye. Moving into do-it-yourself territory again. Black lipstick. No! No! Get it off his face. Quickly. Quickly. That is not nearly manly enough. Let's just stay with the cut again. And then let's move on to the options down here. As I said, this is a very robust character creator. You can do a lot. I like strong, high cheekbones. So let's go with that. This really does look good though, doesn't it? I mean, I've made a really mean-looking adventurer here. I wouldn't mess with a guy who looked like this. He needs a thicker neck. Yeah. Eye color. He only has one of them. Okay, there are a lot of choices here too. I can dig it. The green. I'm probably going to end up making a wood elf with black eyes again. I can't help myself. The darker it gets, the better it looks. Something like that. Although he does look good like that. Or he needs that steely gaze. There you go. It looks like his one eye has been removed and the other one is half blind. Guys like that are unpredictable. You once again do not mess with him. Eye angle. Nah. And when your face actually looks good, you shouldn't mess with any of this. That's a tip from me to you. Ooh, there. He's like looking at you saying, what are you doing over there? Shall I murder you? Or are you not worth my time? There you go. I've sussed my character out. That's the look he has in his eyes. And you know what? I don't think anyone is worth this guy's time. He is mean. And he needs them furry brows. He does. Like that. Although that might be a bit much. Do they have like gangster brows? Ones with little cuts out of them and stuff? Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. I'll take those. Yes, please. There. Yes, it's tilted up. The people's eyebrow. It's present. Ooh, man. But come on. Come on, you guys have to agree. He's looking mean as heck. I don't want to mess too much with the nose, but let's have a look at the different shapes. Oh, right. Okay, you can just tilt it. He needs it slightly upturned so that his nostrils can flare when he's angry. Oh, the length is actually perfect. Let's see how long you can make it. So you can't go totally crazy. This isn't the Saints Row character creator, but you can get a little out there with this. No, see, he looks way too happy like that. He needs to have a grim look on his face. There. With full lips. Full lips to display how much passion he has for the adventure in life. Ears, ear rotation, ear height. This is highly unimportant. Ear flare. That's great. Isn't this just the perfect character? Let's put him in some veteran gear. Oh, I was going to say and see what he looks like. Okay, novice gear. There we go. You guys can tell me what you'd call him. What kind of name would you put atop an adventurer like this's head? I'd say something like the bear. He doesn't look like a hound anymore. Looks more like a bear. I like it though. I do like it. And that is pretty much it. So if I enter the name now and I say create, it's going to make the character. And I'll be done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to randomize. A couple of times. See what we get. Look at this dude. Aha. Looks like John Cleese. Keep going. Huh. You see, they can look vastly different. I didn't lock anything, did I? Let's just have a look. No. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Fine. Now we're going to move on. Because we literally just started. Orcs. I think that for the most part, the options are going to be the same all around. So we're going to move a little bit quicker through the other races. But we're still going to look at everything. It does look like orcs can be a little bit taller. Quite a lot taller, actually. And you know what? I don't want these tattoos on here while I'm busy working. Okay. Muscular. See, there's a bit more weight on the orcs, obviously. I like it. Aha! There you go. That's much more podgy. That's what I was looking for on the humans. Even the skinny orc isn't that skinny. So let's go with muscular. Height all the way up the top. Wow. Skin colors. Let's see. Okay. That's a very gentle gradient that we're going through. And they can't even be that dark or that green. But I realize the Elder Scrolls orcs, they're not really green anyway. So let's make it lighter so we can see the markings. See if they're different in any way. Okay. What the heck is that? They are definitely different. There's the hound look. There's the bite on the neck. There are the vampire teeth. Can still have the bite mark there. The lion is still there. I'm guessing that, but I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on this. We'll see in a little bit. I'm guessing that the tattoos and the markings are to do with the faction or the pact or whatever that you're in. A couple of these are different though. Torso size. Let's just see how big this dude can be. Wow. Madness. Complete and utter madness. I'm just gonna go all the way to the big. All the way to the max. To the big side of things. At the top of the scale. Foot size big too. Wow. That's intimidating. Okay. Face. Hey buddy. Don't look so smug. I'm about to mess with your face. Heroic. I wouldn't call that an heroic looking orc. Angular. Wow. You know, he looks a little bit creepy. I'm gonna stick with that. I'm trying to hear if this is the same or different. I think it's different. It's definitely deeper. It's deeper. That is definitely an orc voice.
Oh, yeah!
Ho ho ho, yeah. That's the kind of stuff orcs say. Well, they're slightly more talkative than the previous race I was looking at.
Yeah!
If only slightly. There's not much variation of the voices. I mean, you guys could potentially even tell me that these are all the same. Because I don't know, they might be the same. If you tell me that, I would just not be surprised. See, that one does sound a bit different to me. Okay, hairstyle. Let's look at the orc hairs. Hoping they're not all the same. That's the same, isn't it? Make it black. Isn't that the Fabio style again? See, I'm sure they're going to be different ones, but they would have some that cross over. Like, you gotta have the Mohawk and the Mini-Hawk on all the races. See, that's different already. Kinda cool. A slightly more traditional orc style, I'd imagine. There you go. Damn cornrows. So you can set up that exhibit look if you want. Another Mini-Hawk. Okay. What is that? I guess you could call that a top knot of sorts. But what kind of product do you think he uses to keep that stuck on top of his head? I wouldn't know. Huh. Where would he find such a product in Tamriel? Boar fat. Maybe he uses boar fat. That's a cool style. I like it. Although that might have been on the other race as well. Huh. It's okay. I think these were on the other race too. Oh, I like that. Very cool. Some dreads. And a ponytail. Nice. Adornment. Let's have a look. Wonder if you can change the tusks. Are there tusks here? Huh. You must be able to change the tusks somewhere. Oh, wait. What was that? Since when? Huh. Little baby horns. I mean, okay. I think they look kind of cool, of course, but I didn't know that existed. I didn't know that was a thing. Eye patch is in the same place. I still like it. I would still recommend it. But the tusks? Got a nose ring there. Ah. Okay. Let's go with the little horns. Where are they? I think I passed them. They're back here somewhere. Head marking. See, that's just the paint again. And there are some different ones here, obviously. This is more like skin art, if you know what I'm saying, than tattoos. Some of it, at least. But it would have been cool if you could have changed the colors of these as well. Wow. Sort of reminds me of like troll markings and stuff. These I'm not even going to look at, because I mean we know what it's going to do. Look how different that can make the face look. It goes from creepy to just straight up intimidating in a matter of seconds. If you just put a bit of weight behind his face. So these are boring, I don't need to look at these. Not too much at least. I'll fiddle with them, just because it's nice to know how big or how small you can make the eyes. Still, pretty terrifying. Squint a little bit less. Oh, now he just looks sad. He's got like puppy dog eyes. Now let's put the squint back. That was better. Eyebrows. Probably many different types that I can't see under the paint. No matter. Okay, wait, maybe we should. Let's just take this off. Where is it? There we go. Eyebrows. Probably going to be exactly the same. But I do feel like we should look at them. I don't know why, but that's like Robert De Niro. Eyebrows right there. I don't know why it makes me think of him. And that's Jack Nicholson. Wow. They've got them both. Okay. The height. Doesn't matter. Skewness. Just give him one side up. The nose. I mean, that's a big nose. It really is. Huh. You can make a really ugly looking orc. What? Why would you do that? And it does not seem like you can actually change those tusks. Which is a bit of a pity. Because I know some people like to customize things like that. But hey. I suppose you can work around it. Or did I just miss it? Maybe I missed it. Maybe it works with this. I mean, they're bigger when you go angular. They're definitely bigger. Okay. Kind of cool. Let's randomize a couple of times. See what we get. Wow. See, I feel like there's a lot of variation with the orcs. You can actually do quite a lot of different stuff with them. Make them look pretty unique. That was like a goody two-shoes orc that we just passed there. And these others, they just all look like convicts. With their prison tattoos and stuff. Okay, fine. Let's move on. Redguard. Huh. They've got a really good looking body shape. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna persist. But we'll see. So that was like here. Wow, look at that physique. Jeez Louise. Not bad Redguards. Man, these guys, they have been hit in the gym. Oh, you see, even their large ones, they're kinda not really large. That's like a skinny orc. Let's go with muscular. Let's see if we can make Mr. Olympia here or something. Mr. Olympia would be tall. So we'll max it. And he needs a tan. Okay. We don't want no pale Mr. Olympia. So let's go there. Okay. Good, good. Body marking. Got them freckles. Whoa, what is that? It's like heat marks or something. They like burn those patterns onto their skin. And again, I do like that there are some unique ones and some that are shared between the races. And again, when we get to the other factions, maybe these tattoos will change. I don't know if they will. I don't know if that's a fact. So Mr. Olympia would have a clean body. If I could remove that hair off the chest, I would even do that. Torso size, large. Chest size, what? not too large. Let's just leave it like a little bit. Hold on. Like there, maybe. I mean, he needs some pectoral width, breadth, size, but not too much. Gut. Again, a little bit is preferable, but not too much. He is, after all, Mr. Olympia. Hand size, probably need slightly smaller hands so it can make his arms look bigger. And then the arms shouldn't be too big. We should just have them about there. Because when he flexes, then they're going to blow up like something else. That's too little. I'd say that's probably a good size. Posterior dimensions, you know, in case there are lady judges, we need it nice and big. Perfect. Leg size, that's a bit much. You can't have the thighs touching. Perfect. Foot size to the max. I like it. Okay. Maybe slightly. There we go. There we go. Need that bronzed look. Now, what kind of face would our Mr. Olympia have? Probably heroic. Probably. But maybe soft. To appeal to the judges' loving sense. But no. Well, let's go soft and heroic. Haha, we can do that. I don't really care about the voice. I figure at this point, it's highly unimportant. I mean, they do sound a little different. But I imagine these are the exact same voices they used for the Breton. So I'm not even going to bother with him. Now, I want, like, either a shaved head, because that kind of works, or... That's okay too. Maybe something more majestic. Not the Fabio cut. Definitely not. That's too schoolboy. That could work. I mean, I could see that working. Definitely not something like that, because that's a little bit crazy. The judges might not like it. Same goes for the cornrows. And suddenly, we've got Lenny Kravitz. I don't know, I just see him wearing stuff like that all the time, so... Ha! Okay. That could work. I mean, an afro... Oh, but that right there is screaming Mr. Olympia. I like that style. But that's more like a desert warrior look. Denzel Washington. I like it. It's neat. You know, the Denzel cut is neat. This one again. Definitely not that. Ooh. You know, this looks good on the Redguard. That is too island, if you know what I'm saying. That's handsome, but I think it's also just a little bit out there. That's neat, but I think our best bet is either this one, or maybe one of the slightly neater cuts, like the Denzel Washington cut. Or the Kravitz. No. We're gonna go with this one. And I'm not gonna make his hair like this color or anything, because he's Mr. Olympia. He's still kind of young. He's probably still in his prime. I think we need to do something about the nose as well. We're gonna go with the dark hair, because why not? He's young. Keep him on the minimum age. Adornment. What's he gonna have? He would have to be clean shaven, and he'd have to lose the face paint. Because you don't see no Mr. Olympia looking like that. Gentleman of Olympia? No, I won't go with that. See, these are much the same as the others. Even that thing is the same. So we're going to go with a clean face. And the markings, we're going to look at them, of course. But we're probably not going to take one. These are interesting. Okay. I mean, I do like these, but I don't think I'd use them on my character. That's sort of like a witch doctor look. Again, stuff that nightmares are made of. Wouldn't want that on my character. That too. Highly intimidating. Highly terrifying. More of these, interestingly enough, on the Redguard. So now we got to work on the face shape. It needs to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Cheekbone size, height needs to be kind of high as well. Jaw size, it needs to be big enough to say I'm Mr. Olympia, and I'm proud to be here. Chin size a little smaller, chin height a little bit less there. I need to work on the nose though. Neck is good like that. Eye color, is there blue? Something like that's good. I mean, the others are nice too, obviously. Maybe green. You could go with brown. Brown says I come from humble beginnings, but I worked my way up to this point to becoming Mr. Olympia. That's what brown says. Blue says I was destined for this, so let's take that, because he was. Eye size needs to be big. Inquisitive eyes are always good. Definitely on this side. Eye separation, not too far. Eye height, that seems kind of okay already. The squint. He doesn't want to be angry at the judges. He'd rather be somewhere in the middle, kind of neutral. He's going to have neat eyebrows. So let's have a look. Something like that. But they need to be a bit higher. There we go. Eyebrow skew. No. Put it over here. Eyebrow depth is fine. Maybe a bit less. Nose. Ha. There we go. Perfect. Height. Height is fine. I need to change the width though. Bit smaller. There we go. Nose length. That's fine. Wow. Looking good, Mr. Olympia. Looking good. He's not going to be puckering his lips at them. He could do with a bit of a smile. There, look at that. Look at how much of a difference that makes. Just that. Such a difference. Full lips. Almost full lips. Ears. They're fine. Huh. So there we go. Let's put him in some armor. And he suddenly looks worse. This guy needs to walk around bare-chested all the time. Man. I like it. So now we're moving on to the High Elves. We're finally moving on to the Eldameri Dominion. Ah, they look like they got a decent physique as well. That's fully muscular. Large. They're not that large. Let's go for a skinny one. Ooh, that is really skinny. Skinny and short. So we haven't done that yet. Skin colors. I was actually saying to the wife a little while ago that these all look green to me, but I think it might just be me that's seeing them as green. I don't know if it's a fact. But they all have that look about them. They got a certain hue, a certain color. Let's go for the pale skin. Let's check these markings out. Keep in mind we are now on the next faction, so the tattoos are probably going to be different. I'm not sure if that lion shows up again, then I'm going to be disappointed. Aha! Bling, bling, falcon? Phoenix? I don't know. It's definitely not a lion. The dragon is much the same, but the color is different, so I appreciate that. Let's zoom out for these. I like the golden tattoos. Man. Huh. I wonder if all the races in this faction have the golden tattoos. Some of these are the same though, sadly. Some of these are the same. Let's go with the golden tattoos, just because I like them. Dragons. We are in fact playing an Elder Scrolls game. Gotta do the dragons. This guy's like a recruit. He's fresh out of training. He's probably 17 years old. And apparently he's got a really tiny waist. That's the look he's got about him. Hand size, the smallest. Hip size, also the smallest. Posterior dimensions. He wasn't that popular with the ladies. Leg size, we're just making a skinny little guy with big feet and big hands. There. Okay, moving on. Face. Heroic. So that's what an heroic high elf looks like. Move down there. Ha! See, this does a lot more on the high elves. It changes a lot more. They can have super angular faces. That much needs to be said. Let's go with angular. Let's check the voices out. I was about to say, is that a laugh? Doesn't sound like a high elf. Oh. That even less so. I think they just threw random voices on each of these races. That said, there you go. That's more like it. That sounded more like a high elf. No. No. None of them were high-pitched enough. D was the best. Hairstyle. Are there going to be different ones here? I think that one's on every single race. Huh. These also on every single race. That one too. Although the hairstyle looks completely different here, and on one of these high elves. Colors? Huh. Age? Grandpa. Why not? Why not? I think we can try that. Then we're gonna... And there's no black hair. Look at that. That's definitely worth noting. Huh. Make a grandpa. Go with... that one. Then let's keep checking the styles. Face is maybe a little bit too angular for a grandpa. No, but now he looks wrong somehow. No, we're gonna stick with angular. Hairstyle. Keep moving. Nah. Nope. Maybe. I mean, maybe. I could see this guy. Oh, there we go. That works. I was gonna say I could see this guy in a robe. Can we do that? Can we facilitate that? Indeed we can. That's it. You see? That works. Back. Back to the face. Let's do the hairstyles. That kind of works for an old dude. These are all the same. Wow. Macy Gray style. Not quite as much as Macy Gray, but it's getting there. If he works on that for a couple more years, ooh, he'll be at her level. These are slightly different. I don't think these are exactly the same on the other races. So there's a little bit of variation, but there are a lot of overlaps. And that just looks freaky. It looks like he's got two different parts on his head. Huh. So let's go with that one that we said we'd go with. Or just that. That actually looks really good. Adornment. Maybe we'll give him a beard. Or like a goatee. The beard's a bit much for someone with as skinny a face as he. Earrings. Okay. Obviously there's an eye patch. That looks kind of decent. But I think we're going to end up going with... something like... that? That's too neat. A little bit too neat. What could we get that's slightly more rugged, but still has a little more volume to it than just stubble? Maybe we just go with like proper stubble. There. That's okay. Head marking. What do we have here? These are also slightly different. The colors are definitely different. So you're going to have a distinct gold, I suppose, tint to all the guys in the Eldmeri Dominion. And then there's a much darker sense or vibe coming from the dudes on the first faction, the Daggerfall Covenant. It's interesting that they split them up like that. Okay. He can put golden lipstick on. That is just a little bit strange. Hold on, dude. Hold on. Lip fullness. Pucker them lips. Perfect. Are we gonna leave? I'm not gonna leave that on. Shame. Poor dude. I can't do that to him. Wow. These golden tattoos are really shiny. No! No! No, dude. No. None of that, please. I wouldn't know what would fit. There, like a scar across the eye. I mean, that's standard. That's just pretty good. I'd say for any character. It can work. I should also report that my tea is about to be finished. So I'm going to move on to the glass of water next. Also, I hope you're still with me. I realize I'm taking my sweet time, but that is part of the fun. Let's just take it all down. Because we know what all these things do. So let's take it all to the bottom and see how it looks. Look at that chin. Eyes, we're going to make them white. They are interesting eye colors, obviously. I should probably look at them because these are different for all the races. You get some nice, slightly more golden colors here like this. And I guess that is more, if you see the character up close, indicative of something like a high elf. Huh. Eye size, tiny. Eye separation, all the way at the bottom. Wow. He looks like he's got some serious insomnia. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, this is disgraceful. But I gotta do it. I'm compelled. Mouth curve. Ooh, now he's not happy. Now he's happy again. And his eyes, they're looking a little bit derpy at the moment. Did I do that? Huh. Okay. Fine, we done with this, dude. Let's just random a bit. See what we can do. Ooh, look at that. Immediately they're looking much better. I kind of messed the character up. Huh. I mean, I like it. You can definitely make some pretty decent looking high elves. I'm not going to write them off as a race just yet. Okay, next. Wood elves. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm getting them hippie vibes already. Look at that. I don't want to start on that, though. Let's start on this hound-looking fellow again. Huh. They got an interesting body shape again. It's sort of more like a cross between the humans and the elves. Not all the way to the elf side. So they're not completely skinny, even on thin. Let's go large. Let's make a fat wood elf. Just because that's the kind of thing we do. That's how we roll. Again, the skin colors, they go up very slightly. And the final one is that. Wow. I mean, for a wood elf, not all that dark. But whatever. Body marking. Let's check them out. Interesting. It's like, I'd call that the railroad. The railway. Because it actually keeps going. If you look here, it goes around, under the arm, back down here, all the way down to the leg. And this one goes all the way around the same way. Kind of cool. Nah. I don't know, for some reason this makes me think of like Egyptian times or something. So I'd call that the Cleopatra. Okay. Much the same as the other races. There's the hound again. The 2 bite marks. There's that crest. Oh, that's different. What the heck is that? That's like a hand plant. You see? These are the stems, and those are the leaves. The hand leaves. Wow. He got his child to do his body paint for him. And it was the biggest mistake of his life. Okay. That's actually a little bit scary. Why would I want that? And that's like a fingerprint all over his body. And the rest are the same. So with these, I don't think I need to go through all of them, because if we do, then I guess we're going to be taking too long. Much too long, because we know what all this does. I will just go through all of them to make sure there's no special set in here, because there could potentially be one. I don't know. Like maybe when we get to the Khajiit, there'll be a tail size. We'll see. So now, back to the top. But things like the adornments and head markings and stuff, we're definitely going to go through those because they could be different. And we want to look at all of this as well. There's heroic. There's soft. There's angular. I would say the most distinctive changes we've seen thus far are definitely here in the wood elves. Heroic does look kind of heroic. Soft does look softer and rounder. And angular, well, that's just angular. Let's put it in the middle. Okay.
Woo! Yeah!
Happy dude.
Ah!
But again, doesn't really sound like a wood elf.
Ah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah!
Okay. I don't know what to say about this. I think it's such a waste of time going through the voices.
Ah!
And I have no idea how I'm going to pick a voice for my character. Maybe I'll take this one. He laughs like a real pompous person.
Ah!
Perhaps only if I make a high elf. Anyway, okay, let's go with the hairstyles now. I hope there's something different. Huh? Oh, there we go. I thought this was grayed out. Because if it's like that, it looks like it's grayed out. Look at those eyebrows. It's a little bit crazy, man. That one is on every single race. That too. Okay. These are all still exactly the same. Please give us something different. I want the wood elves to have something slightly more nature-y? Is that even a thing? I mean, they've got the cornrows and stuff. I expected that. I really did. There's this one again. There's that one that I like again. The orcs have this hairstyle. Okay. So they're all much the same. And that actually, to me, looks like a more wood elfy hairstyle. We've seen these. And these. These ones also do. The ones with like the braids and the knots. And that kind of stuff. Let's go with that. Hair color. There's a lot to choose from here. Okay. I'm hoping the game doesn't disconnect me at some point because I'm staying too long in here. I know it's possible for them to do that. It has actually happened. Here's hoping. Age, he can be young. Adornment. Let's see. Wow. You know, the clean-shaven one really is quite clean-shaven. I wonder if you can make an Orlando Bloom in here. It's probably possible. Hey! Okay. That's the first time we see some proper facial jewelry. And it's interesting that that is all the way at the start. Still the beards, though. Earrings. Eye patch. Eye patch comes standard with some stubble. Of course. Of course it does. Hey, 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 what is this? I think I'll take that one. Huh? What? You can put antlers on your wood elf. That is kind of cool. I like it. I mean, I straight up like the antlers. Maybe the baby ones. It sort of makes your character look like a tiefling. Head marking. Let's check this out. Those are new. And also kind of scary. Obviously, some eyeshadow. That's gonna be pretty much on every single character. Regardless of the fact that no one's probably gonna take it, ever. I don't know, I mean, I think it's okay with a female character. And that right there could also work. Especially if you take a different eye color. Like that. Whew. Crazy. I like it. It's like a thumbprint on the face. No. No, thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for that one. And then we're going to skip these again. I don't see anything different. And we're done. Huh. Okay. That's decent. I like the wood elves. Let's randomize a couple of times. Pretty short. Okay. See what we get. No gear, of course. I don't know. I mean, I like how they look. But, you know what? I do prefer them to the high elves. I like the skin color more. I like the hair colors more because you can go darker. But I'm not sure how I rate them against something like the humans. I'm not sure just yet, at least. And I haven't seen the females yet. So, I guess there's still that. Again, though, a lot of variation possible. So that's cool. Now we're going on to the interesting stuff. The Khajiit. Body. How does a muscular cat look? Ha. I like the body shape. Kind of works for me. Large. A fat cat. Not too fat, that's good. And thin. I would probably end up going for like somewhere between muscular and thin on a Khajiit. Just because. So now the skin color makes a much bigger difference. Obviously, and there's much more you can do. Because, as you can see, it's the fur color. And there's much more of it. It's much more prominent. I'm super keen to see the dark one on the end. I don't know, I'd probably end up making like either a white cat, like that, or a dark one. Just because. Ha. Let's go white. Then let's look at the markings. Huh. Wow. Look at that face. So proud. What? Is that just pure black? Man. Oh, it's like a panther? I suppose? I mean, they would have to have that there somewhere. Then you got all the other kinds of stripes too, and spots and everything. Is it a panther with spots? Huh. Everything. So if you have a favorite breed of cat, or cow, apparently, you can get their markings on your Khajiit. Because they're all here. Got like a jaguar print there. Okay. And there the bite marks are. Huh. Let's go with pure white for now. And then these again, no reason to really mess around too much with that. So we're going to move on after I've looked if you can change the tail. It doesn't look like you can. Sadly. Then we're going to move on to the face. And see what we got here. Heroic. You see, I can really tell what's going to happen here. And I'm absolutely right. I haven't said it yet. But what you got here is heroic. You got more of a lion look. It's got a much more proud face. Bigger schnoot. Everything like that. Soft is more like a house cat. Looks slightly more timid. And then angular... It's like a feral cat. A mountain cat of sorts. I don't know. I like heroic with a big schnoot. And the voices... Not even gonna bother. They're exactly the same. Hairstyle. Here we go. This should be interesting. Whoa! Look at that! That is like a lion. A white lion. Oh, we can go the black mane. That's cool. Okay. Top knot. It always looks a bit funny when you got like slightly more human styles on a Khajiit. But they did go with slightly different looks to them. Obviously you're gonna have these here, but they look different and they've been changed to suit the Khajiit. That's really cool. Ha! I like that. My favorite thus far though is definitely the lion. Definitely. I like that. The beads in the braids. Very cool. Again, very Khajiit. I expect similar styled or themed looks on the lizard men, the Argonians. Not the same, obviously, but they're gonna have stuff that's unique to them. That's cool. That is really, really good. And that's like a turban. That guy's got way too much hair. He gets to wrap it all around himself. Hey, that's like a slightly younger, more playful look. I wouldn't go with that. I'd probably say that my favorite of the lot is that one or the lion right at the start. Let's go with the lion for now. Hair colors are exactly the same as the skin colors. Or fur colors. So we're going to go with that. Age? I suppose older does look better. And now adornment. Oh. Nice whiskers, man. Oh, that changes the ears. Okay, wait. So let's just go over to a different style. Like that one. Then we can see how the adornments change. Look at that. Got some serious ear fluff or ear tufts up there. Got them sick mutton chops. Huh. A schnoot ring. Wow. They've got the slightly more exotic piercings for their race. I kind of like it. Look at that. Again with the knots everywhere. Definitely something that's specific to the Khajiit. And I'm only now realizing that there are some serious cuts on the side of his face. Or is that just his neck? It could just be his neck. I'd feel kind of bad if it was the neck and not actually cuts. Okay. So I think we're going to go with that big beard that I saw. Then we're going to move on back. Let's have a look. Something like that. And we go back to the... Wait, the adornment... I don't know. But we go back to this hairstyle. Wow. Man. That's kind of cool. Although he looks good with just a bit of... There we go. I was going to say a bit of jewelry on the face. Now let's look at the head markings. Then we're pretty much done with the Khajiit. Huh. Definitely different once again, as I said. Aww, he's got a bruised schnoot. This guy too. That's from a lot of cat fighting. I mean, I can imagine that if your schnoot is as big and magnificent as that, It would kind of get in the way when someone's trying to attack you. Completely unique. So there, if you want something much different than the other races, this is what you should go for. Huh. Okay. Now these might be interesting. Just it might be interesting to see what changes with this. Apparently not much. Not much at all. But you can make a really lion-looking guy. Look at that chin. That is once again magnificent. With a really wide neck. There we go. And the blackest of eyes. No, we're gonna give him proud eyes. Like a golden color. Or a yellow color. Ha. Very cool. Very, very cool. Wow. You can make the Shnut even bigger. Even bigger. Wow. That's a bit fat. Don't think I'd go that extreme. But it's cool that you can do that. I'd say. Lips. Hey, hey. All the more jaw to bite you with. And that's it. I like the Khajiit. Let's randomize the appearance a bit. And there are obviously many different styles you can go for here. Probably more so than any of the other races. Bar maybe the Argonians. It's kind of like the Sylvari in Guild Wars 2. Where I'd say if you're really creative, you can make something really good. And if you're not, you can probably make something really good as well, but it's going to be challenging. So if you're really creative, you make something very unique. But I think if you mess up with these races, then you'll mess up hard. Anyway. Argonians. Look at them. The physique. Much the same. Much the same. Skinny lizard. Big tail. I like it. They can also be kind of tall. So the skin color here is kind of important, I suppose. Because it is, again, the entire look that you're working on by just changing the skin color. Although, I have to say that they're not really varying it that much when you change the skin color. Is that because of the body markings, maybe? It is. Okay. There we go. Now we're getting to see them. That's more like it. Can make a really dark lizard. Like really dark. Is that purple? Perhaps. Ah, I'm gonna go with the dark one. Check the body markings out. Oh, it's like different types of scales. Okay. I understand. So then obviously the color would make slightly less of a difference. I get it. I do get it. I'm not sure what I would go for myself if I had to make one of these. But I probably wouldn't make one of these. As much as I like the Argonians, it's just not my style. Okay, take that off. Torso size, chest size, gut size, this is all the same. Let's move on to the... Let's take a lighter color. Move on to the face. Up to the top. What have we here? Heroic. Oh, I see. Higher brows. Definitely looks more heroic. Slightly rounder again. And more angular. Wow. Okay. That's a bit much. Let's put it in the middle. Leave it there. So these are definitely working. Slightly different than the human voices. Okay. Interesting enough. Let's try the hairstyles. Oh, right. The hair is not going to be hair. It's going to be like horns and stuff. And fins. Wow. Look at that. You wouldn't want to headbutt one of these guys. Jeez Louise. That's crazy. Got like some Diablo horns there. I like it. I like that one a lot. Obviously. And this one makes me think Jurassic Park. Huh? Okay. So there's stuff that kind of looks like hair here. Then you can obviously change the color of it as well. That changes all the color. So let's leave it on dark. Get a better feel for it. What? Huh. Not half bad. Eh. It's okay. Oh, broken horns. Kind of flat-headed there. Oh, those are cool. They're a little random, but they're cool. It's like a ram head. I like it. I mean, I like pretty much all of them. I think they could all work. On whichever kind of character you're trying to make. Okay, so the adornments, the head markings, let's reset them both. Start with these. What? You get to choose even more? Okay. That's fun. I like that it's so different and that you can really spike your character up if you want. These are the scars. That one's missing an eye. Interesting that I hadn't seen that before. Why wouldn't they allow you to create something like a human missing an eye? Call of Duty ghosts. Huh. Is that the adornment? It is. Whoops. I was busy on that. And I kind of got lost. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to just put that back on that. And keep going through here. Nah. I don't really like the idea of face paint too much on an Argonian. I don't know why, but it doesn't look quite as good. I guess it's because there's so much going on with their skin or their scales that you wouldn't really want face paint on them. That's what I think. Dark elves. Okay. So their muscular is not very muscular at all compared to some of the other races. Let's put it in the middle. Height doesn't matter. Skin color is all really pale. Although there seems to be a big enough difference between them. Like between that and that. So because we're making a dark elf, let's just go full on dark. Some the same, but we're again on a humanoid type race here. So, oh, I see. There's the tattoo. It is once again different. The dragon is also slightly different. And this time you can see it's in black. What? Look at that. Huh. I don't know if anyone would ever get to see that. I guess some armor is slightly more revealing. And then you would see body paint like that. So it could work. But for the most part, that's not something you would really see all the time. Heroic. I don't think you can make a dark elf look heroic or soft. Angular, definitely. Why does the dark elf have the happiest sounding voice on A? Oh. Not happy anymore. Okay. As I suspected, voices are a waste of time. Let's keep going. It just feels funny having the same hairstyles on all the different... We gotta go with white hair. That's the dark elf thing, isn't it? I think it is. dark skin, light hair. But they do have all the same hairstyles. Pretty much exactly the same. So, we're gonna go with this one. For some reason it just seems to fit. Age, adornment. Oh, but what if he has earrings? Hold on. Let's put it there. Let's have a look. Because if he has earrings, I don't want to miss them somehow. Oh, there's the earring. Huh. It's like a little dagger. A little shard of something or other. Eye patch. Eye patch looks slightly more hardcore on this faction, I guess. Those are the standard ones. Ah, it's okay. Head marking. They could have some gothic makeup, and they could definitely get away with it. It would just enhance their evil look, I'd say. Wow. That's great. You guys had better post me some links to images of the amazing characters you've set up. Because you can definitely do some special stuff here. And I'd love to see some of your creations. Huh. Okay. That's it. Oh! Did you not like that, man? And the final race. On the male side, at least. I'm not going to spend that much time on female, and I apologize, because I know some people want to see female more than male, but I think the majority of people want to see the males. So we're going to kind of skim through the females, but we will see all the options, so don't even worry. But right now... Oh, wait, maybe we should just random a couple of times the Dark Elves. I also don't like the dark skin and the brown hair. You gotta go with white hair or black hair. I would say, or grey, but anything in between. The warmer colors, the browns, the reds, they do not look good. So please, don't use them. Look at this happy looking fellow. Muscular. Whew. Buff as heck. Could have made Mr. Olympia on here. And thin. You see, even the thin, that's like the muscular dark elf right there. And they can be tall. Of course. Let's just take this stuff off quickly. Hold on. Wait. Right, it's over here. Body markings off. Okay. Then, look at the skin color quickly. This is... Wow. These are all exactly the same. To see a difference, you have to go from there to there. Crazy. I expected them to have the most sort of tribal looking stuff, but not tribal. More broad strokes, I guess, where it comes to the paint on the body. Maybe more stuff like this. That is kind of what I expected. Or like that. Or that. These are the styles that I... Or even this. Would want to see on a Nord. Huh. Okay. Let's go for that one. Because why not? So you can probably make a really big fellow with a Nord. I guess I owe it to you guys to just show you what this guy looks like maxed. Yup. Kind of a big fellow. Not forget the bum. Another face. Heroic. Ah, it's okay. Soft. Angular. Hey. Not bad. Even the angular isn't that angular. That sounds like a Nord voice, or maybe even an Orc voice. Let's just stick with that one. Hairstyle. I do not expect much variation with the Nord hairstyles. I don't think they're known for crazy or exotic hair. I think they all just look like this. With like a blonde color. There you go. Obviously the face paint's kind of messing it up now. But you get what I'm saying. I know exactly what all these are. We've seen them all 100 times now. So we're not going to linger too long. Okay. Let's just stick with that for now. And age. He even looks pretty decent old. And looking at his face, I think you'd probably be able to make a Mel Gibson with these guys. I don't know why, I just get that sense from the eyes. But you would want to make Mel Gibson with an epic beard. You would want to do that. I don't know why, but they look funny with a mustache. Funny and wrong. Eh. The epic beards, they work for me, especially on these guys. But to check at the head markings, we're going to have to remove the beard for now. Those are interesting. Again, something different. Whoop, 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 whoop. Accidentally skipping. I don't know. Little bit dull. There are some slightly unique looking things here, but for the most part I'd say that the other races have impressed me more. I mean, that's terrifying obviously, but the other races have still impressed me more. Okay, let's randomize. You probably want to make a fair-skinned and fair-haired type character on the Nord side. Just because, I don't know, I feel like it suits them more. Especially when you got them in gear. Now that we looked at all of those, we're going to check the females out. But, ooh, they're immediately better looking. Wow. But I'm not sure how much we're going to have a look at for each of them. We need to spend at least a bit of time on one of the humanoid ones. So we'll start with this. See what a muscular girl looks like. Just check the age down. Oh, wait, we can random. Hold on. We can go back here. Random a couple of times. There. That is a good starting point. Is that really large? I suppose she's got a slightly bigger bum. But it's not that large. And that's muscular? Oh, the gut size. That's what's ruining it for me. Okay. I see. Thin. Definitely not anorexic. But it is pretty thin. I kind of like muscular. Put it like there. I don't know. Or just go full on muscular. Why not? Looks okay to me. Skin colors, we know all the skin colors. Body markings, I guess they're going to be the same as the male versions. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at, let's say, the hairstyles. Then we're going to look at things like the adornments and all that. And the markings. But we're not going to go through the body markings of all the females because I know they're going to be the same. And I'm just going through here to confirm. They definitely are. The last one's going to be the thorns, and yes. Exactly the same, but I want to look at this because I know you want to look at this. So torso size is actually shoulder width. Chest size, however, is definitely the bust size. There you go. You guys are welcome. Gut size doesn't really matter. You know, got a muscular lady. That's fine. Phew. Okay. You can make a real hourglass figure here. Hip size. Oh yes. Real hourglass. Leg size. See, that looks kind of bad. Look at the legs here. You'd want to slender those out a little bit. Posterior dimensions. Obviously changes much more on the ladies. Still impressive though. Now for the interesting stuff. Heroic. Beautiful girl though, isn't it? Nice face. Oh, look at that. Huh. Really nice. I'm gonna go with soft. Now I'm gonna listen to a couple of the voices at least. So that we know, like, what to expect from the females. Hmm. She looks kind of innocent, doesn't she? Is there going to be like a much bigger voice? Deeper? Oh, there we go. Get in there. Get into what we want. I'll still stick with what I said before. The voice doesn't matter that much. I don't think your character's going to be talking anyway, so... eh. Hairstyles. Okay. Here we go. At least there's a whole bunch of new stuff here. I do feel a little saddened that I'm not going to be looking at all the female stuff in as much detail as I did the male stuff, but I think that we still got a good enough look at the character creator. This is a real girl next door at the moment. I like the mohawks on the females, on the lady people. Looks nice. That is the exact same hairstyle that the males have. The rest are obviously not. Obviously not. But that one was. That was the heroic Thor cut that I was talking about before. Huh, that's nice. Wow. Not bad. I like it. So the female character creation is probably a little more robust than the male. Robust. Get it? I'm so lame. Let's keep going. I'm surprised I haven't been disconnected yet. Because earlier, I got disconnected after spending just 5 minutes in here. That's nice. That's different. My favorites... You know, I like the mohawks and stuff, but I kind of like the whole girl next door look. These sort of more traditional cuts. So I can make an old lady. Even the old lady still looks kind of pretty. Really pretty, actually. I like it. So I apologize again to the ladies out there that perhaps wanted to make a lady character, or the guys that wanted to make a lady character. I mean, I, myself, am going to make a lady character. That I'm not looking at all of this in as much detail, but come on, look at this beautiful lady that I'm making. That alone should be enough. Now I have to change the hairstyle so that I can have a look at the adornments. Earrings. Earrings. Lots of earrings and different fanciness you can put on your face. Obviously that's there. It's kind of cool. I've never been a fan of stuff like that you put on your head in your character because it's usually permanent and, you know, when you put headgear and stuff on then that's hidden anyway. That's kind of great though. With a big ruby. Whew. Look at that. Hey, that's pretty. Huh. Okay, let's go with that. Head marking. Freckles. It's kind of nice on a girl. I think you can all agree, guys. Scars. Not so much. If she's a veteran battle maiden, then fine. You know? But if you're making the girl next door, you don't need scars on her. That's kind of a happy tattoo or set of face paint. I don't want any makeup on her. I'll put a freckles and that'll be that. Then let's change back to the hair that we wanted. Wow. She's a knockout. Isn't she pretty? Let's work on the face a little bit. See what we can do. I like cheekbones. I said before, they need some height, they need some size, they need to be visible. Jaw, a decent amount, at least a decent amount. Chin height, yes. Neck size, that's fine. Eye color, ooh, That is very bright. It's a bit much, I'd say. Such shiny eyes that this girl has. Wow. All the colors look kind of shiny. That's fine. Eye size nice and big. Eye angle, that's probably okay. Separation, fine, fine. Squint, slightly less. Eyebrows are okay. She's just straight up pretty. Nice, isn't it? I'm not going to change the nose either because it looked kind of good. So what I will do is, she's definitely not going to be called the bear. I will just zoom out again and randomize a couple of times. Wow. Suddenly they're not looking quite as good as the gold next door that I made. And then what we're going to do is, we're going to jump back here. And I think we're going to go to the orc females. And we're going to just randomize a couple of times. And then we'll jump in and maybe look at the adornments. Maybe the other stuff you can change on the face. You can make some pretty good looking orcs. I like it. The body shape is kind of cool. Again, very humanoid, but obviously they are humanoid. But you can make them rather pretty. I mean, look at that. Look at that. She could have a much better looking face. If I just take some of that paint off it, hold on. There. That's a straight up pretty orc. No. You would not want to go for heroic or angular. Although it could look good on some characters, but if you're making a pretty orc, you go for soft. And look at that. It's not bad, right? Voices are exactly the same. Either that or I'm just bad at listening to the voices. Don't tell me they got all the same hairstyles. That's a little bit weird. Shouldn't there be more culture involved? More orcish hairstyles, sort of like the Khajiit had? Doesn't look like it. It's exactly the same. There are one or two differences. Oh, cute. Very cute. Sadly, once again, you can't change the tusks. I still like it a lot, however. The way the face looks, just in general. I think here, what we're going to do is we're going to go for the flower. Oh. So nice. Exactly the same. Aww. I should probably have looked at the females first. No matter. There you go, we made a pretty orc. With this stuff, I suppose that's worth looking at. But we did see, they're very muscular. But we did see this when we randomized. Huh. Body markings, I'm guessing, are going to be exactly the same as the male ones. Thus far, it seems to be the case. Yep. Okay. That does mean that we're not going to be here much longer. Let's have a look at the Redguard. Randomize a couple of times. They are definitely different hairstyles, but it saddens me that I can immediately tell what's going to be different. And I can just quickly go and show you, because I know exactly what's going to change. If you go to the face here, and you go to the hairstyles, I'll tell you right now that there will be afros, and that's it. There'll be cornrows and afros, and that's going to be the difference. You can really see that that's what's happening here. There's the cravat style, there the afros are, so there'll be a Denzel cut a little bit further in, I think. Let's see if it's going to be there. No. They're not giving the Denzel cut or the Denzel treatment to the females. These are a little bit different, aren't they? That's a nice style. Okay, so it's not exactly the same. It's probably worth our time looking at the hairstyles. Which we have been doing. We haven't skipped any, don't worry. You can make Alicia Keys. That's who you can make here. You can definitely do that. But let's go back to the start. And let's look at the adornments and the markings. Very briefly. Just because. Sadly, these are the same as the Bretons. Oh! But the flower's a different color. Guess that's cool. Hair color. Looking like a little boy right now, I'm sorry. Okay. Not all that interesting, but I do think that we'll be able to make some really nice looking female characters. Or really interesting ones. I mean, they don't have to be traditionally good looking to be a good character with a lot of character. If you know what I'm saying. A lot of these work. Some of the oldie ladies, like that, for instance. That woman looks like she's got a lot of character. She's got some stories to tell. Really does. Or she's got some food to eat. Okay. Body markings, they're going to be the same. I'm not going to go through them. Let's have a look at the high elves. Are they going to be much better looking? And by better, I mean, like, are they going to be more traditionally good looking or not? I don't know. That doesn't seem to be the case. It again looks like they're slightly out there in terms of what you do with them. They got the golden tattoos on them, much like the males. Let's jump in. Have a quick peek. Let's put it over here. Body markings, I'm not going to look at those. Skin color, we know what the differences are here. Check the face out. Lower the age. Make it softer, maybe. She can be pretty. Pretty sure she can be pretty. It's nice. I have seen that hairstyle before. Just pointing out once again that it is nice. Okay. Maybe there are some slightly different ones here. Either that or I've just been looking at the character creator for so long that it's become like a blur. Which is also highly possible. Adornments. So these won't be the same as the males, obviously, but it will be the same as the other humanoid counterparts on, or rather, human type races on the female side. I keep saying humanoid, but I don't mean humanoid because all these characters are humanoid in form. You know what I mean. Pink one. It's a pity. I can really tell, just by looking at this, that I'm going to fall in love with the female wood elves. Which is great, because that's what my Skyrim character was. That is so shiny. Man. Look at that, glistening. Nice. I like it. I like the high elf race. They get a thumbs up from me. Man. The antlers. So cool. So cool. There you go, some pretty faces. Again, I think that there'll be a whole lot that you can do with this race, and this is probably going to be what I make. I'm not going to spoil what I've got in mind for my character. But it will be reminiscent of my Skyrim character. At least in some way, shape or form. Okay. Let's jump in quickly. Check that out. That out. That out. Body markings, they're going to be exactly the same as the males. But it is my duty, my obligation, to scroll through them. They are the same. That was the hand tree that we just went past. Okay. Good. Now, Let's take the age down. Hairstyles. Okay, these are already slightly different. Slightly. Also a little more cray-cray than the other female races. Like the hairstyles are a bit more busy. If you know what I'm saying. It's okay. Not half bad. Then, hair colors. Yeah, we can just stick with black for now. Set these to the start. Quickly scroll through them. Even though these are some of the same ones that we saw before, they do look different on the Wood Elves. Some of them. Most of them, however, are exactly the same. These, kinda cool. As I said before, I'd be tempted, sorely tempted, to use them as antlers or little mini horns. Huh. I like it. I like the Wood Elves. And I'm probably going to make one. I'm not sure where I'd start. Probably go for a softer face. Don't know what hairstyle. Obviously younger. And we'll see. Now. Argonians, Khajiit first. Oh, look at the little flowers. There's definitely something different there. They're going to have very similar styles to the males because they do just by default kind of look the same. So we're going to choose one. This one seems fine. We're going to look at the body shapes. Nice broad shoulders there. We'll go with something in the middle. Height doesn't matter. I'm going to go with white again so that we can look at everything easily. And the body markings, there's no point to even go through them. You know what they're going to look like because these are 100% identical to the males. Where the difference will come in, I can tell you immediately, is going to be at this side. Let's make it soft. Want a cute looking cat. With the hairstyles, the adornments, and the head marking. Oh, look at that. And listen to Nero. He obviously knows that I'm busy with the Khajiit at the moment. Oh, look at that. Nice little ear fluffs. Oh, they can have a beard as well. Ha ha. My female Khajiit. Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, he just ran by. He must know that the word Khajiit obviously directly translates into cat. Or cat person. He must know. That's why he's angry. So where did I see those little flowers? There they are. Nice eye patch. And little flowers. That's so cute. Okay. Sadly, the rest of these are much the same again. But those flowers are nice. Got all the different schnoot scars here. Poor things. Poor, poor characters. Okay. So that's it. Now I'm going to randomize a couple of times. See what we can get. Wow. Terrifying ladies. Oh, you know what I didn't look at? That I suppose I can look at? Or did I check the hairstyle out? I didn't look at this. Let's just have a look at the hairstyles quickly. I like the ear fluff combined with a mohawk. It's very cool. It's a fancy top knot. I don't like that kind of dread. In video games, that looks way too cartoony to me. And sometimes doesn't suit the rest of the game. I don't know if that's 100% the case here in Elder Scrolls Online. But in some games, that's definitely how it works. Huh. Okay. Khajiit is definitely high up on my list of races to play. Argonians. While I do like them, I definitely like them. They're not my favorite. All the voices sound the same. Makes me a little bit sad. That is terrifying. Get out of my life, skinny Argonian. I wonder if they're gonna have slightly more ladylike feathers here. Haven't seen any thus far. Or maybe more feminine styles of horns. Nope. This looks like a boy. That looks like a boy lizard. Okay, let's check these out. Maybe they have some flowers for us to adorn on their face. Nope. Nothing of the sort. Although the snoot beads, they're kind of nice. Look at their head markings. Oh, there's another missing eye. Huh. Okay. Maybe I just didn't see the missing eyes on the other races that I was making. Back on Call of Duty Ghosts there. It's a possibility that I just didn't see them. Of course. Okay. I'm gonna randomize now. See what we got. Man, I've given this character creator a real thorough once-over. At least I'm still in the process of doing so. Man. It's impressive. The amount of stuff that they've got in here. You can make some cutesy lizards, but for the most part they do look a lot like the males. So let's randomize. I think these are going to be the least interesting. Because they're going to be like a hybrid between like the Bretons and maybe the High Elves. With the styles that they've got available to them. And obviously their male counterparts. You could still make a really pretty one. If you go for, let's say, somewhere between those two, you make the skin color. Let's make a lighter one. See what it looks like. Body markings, we know exactly what those are all about. Then let's make this much softer. Hairstyles, we're going to go through that now. Age lower. That's already better. Let's have a look. It's all the girly ones. That was the Chris Hemsworth that we just went past. Side knot. Kind of looked different, but it's actually this thing that's putting me off. The styles are exactly the same. Ah, there we go. That kind of suits all the elves, in my honest opinion. Earrings? The earrings aren't even unique to the race, which makes me sad. Those are the same ones that the other races had, except the other races had lighter colors on them. That's very shiny. It's all the same. Although, these earrings look different. I don't know if those are perhaps unique, and those, to Dark Elves. As I said before, I'm super confused. Because I've gone through all of this already now in the past little bit. So it's all still just floating around in my head. I'm going to be dreaming of creating characters tonight. Don't even worry. That's cool with a flower on that side. That's the exact same color. Nice. You know, there's again some unique stuff that you can make here. And some terrifying stuff that you can make here. Okay, let's randomize. Such a huge improvement on the Skyrim or Oblivion or Morrowind character creators. It had to be an improvement. Obviously it had to be. But I like to point that fact out. Had like a pirate node there for a second. Now, the one thing I didn't even mention with races was the racial skills, but that is so unimportant to me. I'm looking at the cosmetic details here. So if you want to know that, you can just go back to when I select each race and have a look. Or just look at like the wiki or the website. You look like a real old lady. Huh? You shouldn't be out on the battlefield. No, that's no place for you. Put that in the middle. Height low. Pale skin. Body markings off. Let's soften the face up. Remove that age. Ta-da! Pretty girl. Although she looks kind of bored, she's still pretty. Let's lock soft. Lock age. And then randomize. After we've had a look at the hair. It's nice. Quite nice, indeed. Again, the same styles. Now we're gonna randomize, just because. That's such a cool feature, that you can lock just those certain ones. Then suddenly all the characters are much better looking, the ones that you generate in. Well, to me, at least. I know everyone has their own tastes. Some people might want a slightly more angular face. Because you'd have to fiddle a lot with these options down here to get them exactly where you want them. To make the face exactly how you want it. Flower's nice. What color is their flower? Pink again. And these are the male ones. What a pity. Okay. So that's actually it. I can't believe we're finally done. Man. Whew. We've looked at it all. Wow. Now I gotta actually create my own character, log in and finally play the game. That would be nice. So you can check back here soon for more Elder Scrolls Online and more character creation videos. Because this is fun. I like going through all the options in as much detail as possible. And I just did. So I hope you guys appreciate it. Again, check back here soon for more. Give this video a like, share it, and do all that other good stuff. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Most importantly though, happy creating characters in Elder Scrolls Online. Happy that.